This is NASCAR 98. If you like NASCAR, please subscribe. We're going through season mode here, and I really appreciate all the positive feedback we've received on the channel of doing this, and I think everybody's really enjoying this series that we're doing. Let's take a look. Next up is Watkins Glen, 22 laps there. So we have 4 wins, 5 top 5s, and 9 top 10s out of 12 races. We finished 9 races. Let's take a look at the last few races we've had. So we had a 4th at California, a 1st at Willow Lane, and we had the pole, and we were pretty dominant fashion. I thought we were going to win at Pocono, and our engine blew with about 15 to go or so. So kind of disappointing there after leading so much of the race and being out front. But let's take a look here at the remainder of the year. We got Watkins Glen, a road course there, Cedar Woods, a fantasy road course, Talladega, an oval, Ranch Tower, fantasy road course, and Suzuka road course. So 5 races and 4 of them are road courses. So quite road coursey in this game. A lot more road courses than ovals even in the entire season. So out of 17 races, I think 11 are road courses, only 6 ovals. So kind of wild, not very NASCAR-like in my mind. I don't know what the developers were thinking. Maybe they thought they had to have more tracks. I don't know, but I would have been okay with just having the 9 tracks that they knew that could be put in a game. That'd be 3 road courses and 6 ovals. I think that'd be a little bit more realistic, but they threw in some fantasy ones here for us. So let's take a look at our standings. We're 6th. We didn't drop or gain or anything with that DNF of the blown engine there last race. So we're trying to claw our way somewhere in the top 5 if we can before the end of the season. We got, 5 races to do it. So we'll see what we can do. I don't know if we can make it or not. Right now it looks like Terry or Jeff will probably end up winning the championship. Terry's led pretty much the whole season. So I'd be surprised if Terry doesn't win, but he could end up with a blown engine or something and brings Jeff right back into it. Dale, Mark, and Bobby are there ahead of us. They are not any champions in the sport in this year at this time. Dale and Bobby end up winning a NASCAR championship later on. Mark Martin, I think, ends up winning a IROC championship at some point. So, and up above us are all champions of some sort, whether it's a NASCAR, IROC, or something. Behind us here we got Sterling Marlin, who's moved up to 7th, and the Wallace brothers there, 8th and 9th, and Ted Musgrave, he's having a phenomenal year up in 10th. Like to note though, Bill Elliott's in 11th, and Dale Earnhardt has had a dismal year. He's had a lot of DNFs. He's in 16th. This is even worse than his his 1992 season where he finished 12th in the points. We'll see what Bob Jenkins has to say about Watkins Glen while he's sitting near Darlington.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bob Jenkins for EA Sports, coming to you from Watkins Glen International. We're here with today's round of the NASCAR Championship Racing Series. As we look at the track layout, we see that the drivers will be challenged by 2 high-speed straightaways and 7 hard right turns within the track's 11 corners. It's obvious why this course has a well-deserved reputation as one of the toughest on the circuit.
All right, so the race at the Glen. Watkins Glen, New York, 2.45 mile track here. It doesn't include the boot that I think some others do, like IndyCar and sports car and whatnot. So pretty interesting track. I'll see you all after practice and qualifying. Hello everyone, here we are at the Glen. Rusty Wallace got the pole, not Mark Martin this time. So Mark Martin qualified 3rd there. And we're starting 5th. Right beside the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt. Hopefully Dale has a good race today. He's had a dismal season so far. Let's take a look at the rest of this grid, see if there's anybody that's in top 5 in the points that's far down the grid that we might be able to gain on. Chances are probably not, but we'll see. Dawsonville from Dawsonville. Sterling Marlin's right behind us in the points. He's starting pretty far behind, so looks like nobody in the top 5 is way off the pace this time. I think top 5 in the points might be the ones.
The green flag is out.
A new car is leading the pack.
So we took the lead here on lap 1, started 5th. That's pretty incredible. So we got a second lead there on Rusty Wallace. So Rusty's not top 5 in the points, but I think the rest of the people, other than Dale Earnhardt, are probably in the top 5 of the points. 3 of the top 5, plus us. Still 1 second of Wallace. Haven't gained or lost anything yet. Yeah, I was using the mirror mostly in this game, but this track, there's so many right-handers, it kind of blocks your view. I really don't want that. I gotta see where I'm going. That shouldn't be the point of a rearview mirror. It should be in the center. It shouldn't be blocking the view. Alright, so it looks like we're starting to wear our tires a bit. We gained 1 mile per hour. .9 over to Bonnie. I don't know if it's Bobby or Terry. Two and a half seconds over the Bonnie. I'm going to guess it's Terry just because it's a red circle there behind us. Lonnie's the second half behind us. He caught us quite a bit. I think this first turn is what caught us. Did a terrible job getting through there last lap. Did pretty good this time, I think. Car setups in this game are kind of unique in the fact that you end up with top speeds that don't really make sense. You just kind of cap out, unlike other games where you usually keep gaining speed until you get to the end of the straight. No matter what your setup is. I mean, you may not be gaining as much, but you'll be gaining some. About a quarter way through this race. .6 seconds. I'll be sliding the tires. I have those at the end. Looks like half the pack is like half a lap behind us. Big gap there between the first half of the pack to the second ones. Which means we'll probably get into half lap, into traffic about halfway through the race, or lap traffic. Third way through this one. Sounds like somebody on pit road, somebody blew the engine. All the way down the first gear. Remember that. Start to see somebody that are blue. Tires wear more. We got 2 mile per hour over the original top speed. Oh, I lost it there. 1.4 seconds over Bonnie. Now see if I can just pass all these on the straightaways, not in the corners. Little button ahead of us. See if we can pass him on straightaway, it'd be great. Raven. .8 seconds over Taylor Bonnie, I think. Halfway through this race.
The yellow flag is out.
That's not good. It's going to bunch everybody back together again. I really don't want that. I was really hoping just have a caution-free race. There's no bus stop here. I mean, there kind of is, but there's big tires and trees in the way. I don't know if that's realistic, if that really was there or not back then. Okay, we're about to go again.
We're back to green.
Oh, Terry passes us, and so does Mark. Alright, we passed him back, unfortunately. We lost our 1+ second lead we had. That was really nice. The lead's only 0.6 of a second, so we lost about a second by lead. So not the whole group caught up, just the first half of the pack looks like. Tenths of a second lead there over Terry. Got a another mile per hour, so our tires are really weighing 3 mile per hour above our top speed before. Usually about 2 mile per hour it starts to tell me tires are worn. Tenths of a second over Terry. So Watkins Glen's been on the circuit since well, it showed up in I think the mid 50s, and then it went away and it came back in the mid 80s. It's in New York.
Need new tires.
Okay. Oh. 7 to go. I don't think we're gonna get. Shift up. I was talking. Oh man. Try to get this race away. Wow. Lost several spots. Lost concentration there. Sharing some historical information about Watkins Glen. Forgot I was racing too. Alright, here we go. We're going back up to the front hopefully. Alright, back to the lead again. I hit my marks on this show. Ouch. Hopefully we can just stay out front now. Yeah, Riverside went away, I think, in the late 80s, and they picked up Sears Point or Finion or Sonoma, whatever you want to call it. And so, for a long time, Watkins Glen and Sonoma were the two road courses on the circuit. And then, there was a big push for road courses, ended up with like 6 or 7 at times. We're lapping cars here as I'm talking. I think we lap, is that Billy Elliott we just passed? So we coming, 4 to go. Jeff Burton here.
Need new tires.
4 to go. Got 1 tires. Got 1/2 second of Jeff Gordon. Past John Andretti. So none of these races are guaranteed. Anything can happen. There'll be a caution late. Could blow an engine like we did at Pocono.
Need new tires.
.8-second lead over Jeff Gordon. Three laps to go. We've used about 2/3 of our fuel. It's interesting to give Jeff Gordon the purple dot on the track map.
Need new tires.
This should be the last lapper, I guess, we have this race. Jeremy Mayfield. Maybe a couple cars have blown their engine, or maybe one of those is from the caution flag and one is from blown engine. Because you DNF if you lose a tire or you blow your engine, and cautions come out if someone loses a tire.
Need new tires.
2 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Be clear sailing ahead. I don't think we'll catch the next lap car.
One more lap to go.
2.1 seconds.
Need new tires.
Everybody's tires are worn. Jeff's probably pushing for all he's got. I don't think we'll catch the last 2. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's close. But I didn't catch him, so.
That's a check.
Woo! We won another road course. We won a real road course, Watkins, Glen. Of course, I know later on in these games, this ends up being one of my best tracks. So 1.7 second lead over Jeff Gordon. It's the first time we've ever had more than a half a second lead. Only 13 cars on lead lap. That's pretty impressive for a road course. Hut Strickland, Ricky Craven, and Terry Labonte out. Oh man, Terry Labonte is out. Okay, and he was racing with us for quite a while. So must something. He maybe had a blown engine because I don't think he had anything happen after the caution. Because he was racing for us with the lead, he didn't have a tire to get knocked off. So must have blown his engine there. Wow. That shakes up the point standings for sure there between him and Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon got second, and Bobby Bonnie third, Rusty Wallace fourth. Ted Musgrave pulls off a top 5. Wow. Mark Martin, Kenny Wallace, good for Kenny Wallace, get top 10. Mike Skinner, another top 10 for him. Dale Earnhardt, he had a good day for once, and he finished about mid-pack, but that's okay. And Sterling Martin there in 10th place. So, yeah. You got to take what you can get sometimes. Sometimes it's better than having a DNF. All right, so we're still 6th in the points. Ooh, look at that lead. It's tightened up there between Terry Labonte and Jeff Gordon. Mark Martin's 3rd, Dale Jarrett 4th, and Bobby Lonnie 5th. We're still 6th. Nothing's changed there in the top 6 other than the gaps between everybody. I think we caught back up to Bobby. We lost a lot from having our blown engine last race. So Rusty Wallace, 7th. Sterling lost a spot there. He's in 8th. Kenny Wallace there in the top 10, and Ted Musgrave in the top 10. That's impressive. He's been having some really good runs. Dale Earnhardt's 15th, and Michael Waltrip bringing up the rear. So next time we're at Cedar Woods, we'll see you all there.